Hi, my learners and my subscribers to my channel. This is Teacher Mwenya and I'm back. One of the videos that I was posting last time was talking about the League of Nations. So I did mention that in the future video I may post about the functions of the special departments or commissions that were under the League of Nations, just for your own understanding. So one of the commissions that were operating under the League of Nations is what is called the Mandate Commission. So the Mandate Commission was set up by the League to ensure that those territories or those states that were once ruled by the losing side, for example, Austria-Hungarian Empire, we are talking about the Turkish Empire and the like, those states were to be helped to attain their full political independence. But because they were weak, the League of Nations had to ensure that they facilitate their smooth transition into a political independent nation. So issues of good governance, for example, and democracy systems had to be put in place to ensure that those countries can attain full political independence on their own. Such examples, we can say Syria and Lebanon, that were put under the status of mandate, status under the French, and then you have got Palestine and as well as Iraq that were put under the British control as mandate states. Moving further, we had the Slavery Commission. So the Slavery Commission was set up to ensure that practices of slavery among member states was a thing of the past. You know, by 1920, some of the European states were still practicing slavery in different parts of the world. It was important that as the League, they investigate those slavery acts so that in the long run, all nations among the European states attain slavery-free reality. Then we have got the Drug Trafficking Commission. So the Drug Trafficking Commission was set up to make sure that there is cooperation among member states where the reduction of drug trafficking is reduced or alleviated. So what was this commission? So this commission made sure that it sensitized member states on the issues of drug trafficking, and it had to make sure that reports are given. For example, in the first quarter of the year, we had a reduced number of reported cases of drug trafficking or drug abuse. So basically, it had to ensure that they bring the cooperation of member states so that issues of drug trafficking is reduced. Moving further, we have got the Disarmament Commission. So from the name itself, disarmament, this commission was set up to ensure that member states reduce on the manufacturing of weapons and arms. You remember that one of the causes of World War I was arms race between Germany and the British. Hence, the need to ensure that nations did not focus on the manufacturing or building an empire of arms. So it carried out investigation, and if you are found wanting, they can give a report or suggestion on how best that country that is found wanting is punished. Moving further, we are talking about World Health Organization, WHO. World Health Organization was set up to look into matters of health concerns in the world. You understand that diseases such as HIV and AIDS, smallpox, cholera, and the like, these were tormenting the world at the time and even now. So the need for this commission is to investigate those issues, health issues, and then provide statistical report and also make recommendations to member states on how best they could take care of such healthy concerns. They had to also research on the new vaccines that were to be established. For example, HIV and AIDS still torments people today. There was need that vaccines of malaria, cholera, and the like are brought on the stage so that they could help to deal with those issues. It's applied medicines. You understand that today some of the medicines that we receive in hospitals, like ARVs, they are just a support under the United Nations, which replaced the League of Nations. And then you've got the Minority Commission. So the Minority Commission, it was set up to safeguard the smaller group of people living in certain places in the world at the time. You understand? For example, today you have got the cases of the LGBTQ community, lesbianism, gayism. You know, not everyone promotes those marginalized groups in societies. So, for example, if the League of Nations felt that lesbianism or the LGBTQ should be protected living in Zambia or indeed in other parts of the world, that was the Commission's job, to ensure that fundamental rights and privileges of these people are indeed protected. Then, last but not the least, we have got the Refugee Commission. So the Refugee Commission was established and set up to ensure that those people that had left their original homeland were resettled or were helped to get back to where they had to be. So the Refugee Commission made sure that they provided essential needs that they could require. You are talking about health, you are talking about food, you are talking about shelter, sanitation, and all that. So all these commissions were supervised by the Secretariat and the Secretary General who headed that organ. And all these reports were to be heard by the member states, and they were established to ensure that the world moves in that direction, especially after a tragic World War I. Until next time, bye.